I went to No Kings in Denver yesterday, and it was really great to see so many people turn out. It was super well attended. You may have noticed I don't really use my platform to promote No Kings, and that is because I think that it's very, very well promoted and people know that it's happening. And especially as my platform in Chicago has grown out, and there are a lot of people in Chicago following me, and I love the city, and that's where I'm based, and there are a lot of protests happening in 1930 Beach Street and Broadview and at the Naval Base where there is a direct ICE presence, and direct things happening to our neighbors because of that presence. I like to direct people there to rapid response groups, to ICIR, ICIRR, the Coalition Against the Trump Agenda, organizations that are having, I think, smaller but more directly responsive actions. There's a Chicago organizer named Eric Ramos who posted this, which you can screenshot, and I think is pretty much exactly how I feel about things like No Kings. But I do just want to say that when I was at Denver No Kings, there were a couple of signs that particularly bothered me, and I want to talk about one of them and combating the narrative. And it was somebody with a sign that said "Deport Melania," a sign that I am sure was not just present at No Kings in Denver. Because I think it's an opportunity for people to start thinking a little bit more deeply about the systems that got us here. Because those of you who have been around for a long time know that my focus on the immigration system in the United States is not specific to the Trump agenda or to the Trump administration, and that I was extremely critical of Joe Biden. I was not critical of Obama at the time. I'm 31 years old, and I was someone that grew up in Ohio and was very I love Barack Obama, and it's something that will never be taken from me. Because ultimately he is the person that really got me thinking about what's possible in terms of electoral change in the United States and what motivates people and opportunities for change. He also deported so many people, and he built out the expedited removal structure that made a lot of the kind of Trump administration 1.0 policies possible related to immigration. And I just think that if you are seeing a government that is disappearing people because of their immigrant status, even if you really, really, really hate an immigrant, and I hate Melania Trump with every fiber of my being, you are not rooting for them to get deported. And looking at the violence of a system that is disappearing people and wishing that it was being deployed against different people is just not a pathway towards any type of transformative change, ever. I was traveling, so I did not have a sign, nor did I really have a sense of what the signs would be in Denver, but I think that were I looking back and making one, it would say, no, really, you need to read Miriam Kaba and Angela Davis. And if you're someone that has followed me for a while, and you've heard me distilling those ideas down for you, but you have not pulled the trigger and read Our Prison's Obsolete, or We Do This Till We Free Us, but you haven't read them, I hope that this TikTok is your push to read them, because we need a better understanding societally.